All right. Good Thursday morning, everyone. Forecaster Josiah Acheampong here with your weather update. Thank you for joining us this morning. Now, we're taking a wide look right now at our radar and water vapor imagery. You can see there to the east, they're dealing with some severe storms. Yes, these storms have turned severe over portions of central Oklahoma, Oklahoma City, dealing with, or just maybe east of Oklahoma City, dealing with some severe warned storms right now. For us, closer to home, we are clearing out. A closer look at what's left of our storm system, pivoting out through portions of our northeastern communities. Right now, Lipscomb County dealing with some of the remnants of our storm system, but the vast majority of us are clearing out, not just from the rain, but also the clouds. In terms of rainfall, didn't pick up too much. I mean, the highest amount based off radar estimates is about up to 15 tenths of an inch. Or 15, don't have me do math this early. Just shy of 2 tenths of an inch of rain. So we did get some rain, just maybe not as much as we need. But in any case, you can see those clearing conditions. Taking a look at Follette there out in Lipscomb County, you can see some of those high clouds there beginning to push out as the rain continues to ship off to the north and east. Then taking a look at our current conditions here in Amarillo, you can see a bit more clear conditions right now. 47 is our temperature. Winds coming in from the southwest at 17 miles an hour, and our dew point is at 43. Those winds are going to be the main story for today. Winds right now sustained anywhere between about 10 to 25 miles an hour, but gusts as high as 40 miles an hour cannot be ruled out for today. Our next big story is going to be our next weather maker for tomorrow. It's going to be a weather alert day. This is actually the first one I've had to do since I've been here. But a weather alert day, mainly for the morning commute, especially for communities north and west. There's a lot of moving parts with this, but what we do know, moderate snowfall likely, especially in the north panhandles. Snowfall totals of 1 to 5 inches, especially higher amounts farther north you are, and slick roads and visibility just in time for the morning commute. So let's time all this out. So as we run throughout today, it's pretty quiet. Those winds beefing up throughout the day. That cold front shipping through behind our first storm system. This is about 6 a.m. tomorrow. We could be looking at the map filling in, especially for northwest communities right now. Uh, right now, it's projecting some snow over portions of Union County as well as Cimarron County there. That snow fills in, covering much of our northern panhandles. However, you will notice temperatures are above freezing at the surface. So that means there will likely be initial melting. These flakes will probably be wetter in nature, not those small dry flakes that we are dealing with, but rather those wet and those wetter flakes as it passes through the atmosphere. But we're dealing with a really cold air mass beginning to move in. As we progress through the rest of today, this model particularly is not very keen on so much moisture making it to portions of the central panhandle here along Amarillo, here in Amarillo and around the I-40 corridor. But that moisture continues to ship out. But right behind it, we're talking about bone chilling cold. I mean, this is Saturday at 3 a.m. These aren't feel like temperatures, but rather actual future temperature readings could get down as low as 10 degrees by 3 a.m. in Clayton, 12 in Boise City, 21 here in Amarillo, as well as 31 down in Childress. So, regardless of how much snow actually accumulates, whatever doesn't and melts will likely refreeze. So, you definitely want to treat those surfaces after the snow has fallen, because if there's rain mixed in, as you probably well know, the salt or whatever you're using won't be as effective. But again, that cold air really starting to pull in right behind that second storm system. We do have winter storm warnings, mainly for just Union County right now. That'll trigger in tonight into Friday, throughout the day on Friday. Now, this is just one model and its projection, but you could see just how keen it is on those higher snowfall totals the farther north and west you are. Now, again, this is simply just saying, look at what's falling. It's not measuring the fact that we do have soil temperatures and road temperatures above freezing as this event is occurring. So you could probably slash maybe a third or maybe even half of these totals for areas north and west. I don't think 10 inches is likely in a place like Boise City or Clayton, but nonetheless, it is highlighting where those heavier bands of snow will line up. And when you get to a place like Amarillo, Hereford, you're down to maybe a tenth to maybe 3/10 of an inch of snow. But again, likely most of this falling on colder and untreated surfaces. Now, this is our snowfall forecast. Now, I am leaving room for this to change, especially as models continue to get their act together, last minute changes. But as of now, I like what we have 3 to 6 inches for our northwestern panhandles and portions of Union County. That shallow 1 to 3, it's very thin, very narrow 1 to 3 band, and then a widespread 0 to an inch of snow for places like Canadian Pampa, Amarillo, Vega, down even to Hereford. Uh, but again, depending on where model trends are, I have noticed that the models have been one a little bit slower with their timing, bringing in that snow. This time yesterday, we were looking at snowfall moving in around 2 o'clock in the morning. Now it's looking more like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning that snow might begin, especially in areas north and west. And then it's been a little bit slower in progressing some of that moisture for areas south and east. But all it takes is a shift of maybe 50, 60 miles, and then we're talking about a bit more widespread amounts of 3 to 6 inches across the area. Now, right now, we're not getting any signals of that, but you have to leave the door open for that possibility. So I do recommend making sure you're staying up to date throughout the day today. We have our midday show. We're active on social media, Instagram. I am on Twitter, well, X, formerly known as Twitter, Facebook. And be sure to stay tuned to the ABC 7 Amarillo app, as well as our website for all the latest information as those models continue to come in. Now, the second component with this will not just be the snow, but it'll also be the breezy conditions. This is one model's interpretation. We could be seeing, you see the lots of reds and oranges filling in there based off the legend here. We could be talking about gusts as high as 40, maybe 45 miles an hour. This is Friday at noon. And then as that storm system continues to push south and east, so do the winds. So those winds continue to progress. We're talking about winds gusting uh, at this moment. This is 5 p.m. on Friday, still blustery, anywhere between 30 to 40 miles an hour around the panhandle before slowly dying out overnight. But this is what's helping to usher in those colder conditions around the area. Now, a quick look at our drought monitor. We did get an update today. You can see just how drastic this has expanded, at least the abnormally dry conditions. Now, this does not take into account our current rainfall that we've seen or what's yet to come on Friday. That'll come in our next one, but I doubt that will be enough to make some dents into these to this drought monitor, particularly that you're looking at. You can see abnormally dry conditions striking across all of our eastern New Mexico counties, much of the central and even portions of the northern panhandle, and then that moderate drought really eating into a good section of the southeastern panhandle, and then just off the border there toward the east, out east of Wheeler County, we're looking at that next level, severe drought, even portions just south of our DMA there, just east of Lubbock. You can see that severe drought expanding there. So we need the moisture. Any moisture is good moisture, and that's what we're counting on. However, it does look like we'll get a break heading into next week. Taking a look at your 7-day tracker, we're dealing with snow showers late tonight as that cold front pushes through. A weather alert day, especially for tomorrow's morning commute. Definitely want to pack your patience. Be prepared for any possible school delays, closures, especially in the Northwest Panhandles. We will have that all up to date on our website as that information comes in or if deemed necessary by the school districts. And then as we progress throughout Friday, you'll see those temperatures continuing to slip throughout the day as those colder conditions begin to get pushed in here by that storm system. Heading into Saturday, a chilly start, temperatures in the teens, likely feeling like the single digits, if not zero or sub-zero in spots, with those winds still blustery, but then gradual warming throughout the day, below average. And then heading into next week, drier conditions return to the area with high temperatures back above average. I hope you all stay safe, stay up to date, tie down any outdoor belongings today. Be careful of any of those tractor trailers on the highways as they could possibly sway with some of those wind gusts, not just today, but tomorrow. And be sure, again,